There's a new kind of drink bubbling up in the market. Functional drinks. By this, I mean drinks that promise more than just hydration.
I'm talking about drinks that promise to improve your gut health. Or those that say they can help calm you down and provide a bit of stress relief. Then there are drinks that provide a bit of focus and clarity.
But they come at a premium. While a regular soft drink can cost less than $2, functional drinks can cost as much as 345% more.
In this episode of Talking Point, I want to find out if these souped up waters are really worth the premium price tag.
I'm at a supermarket which started bringing in these specialty drinks 3 years ago. And today, these drinks bring in about $1 million in sales.
Hey Tom,
Stephen,
Nice to
welcome
meet
to Little
you.
Farms.
Tom Gray is the person deciding which of these drinks make it onto the shelves.
Yeah, here we are at the functional drinks section.
Okay.
We've got a wide range of different subcategories from around the world. We've got functional drinks to address gut health, things to address tiredness, things to
Right.
address sleep problems, a range of different issues.
So what exactly is it about these drinks that make them so expensive?
Partly ingredients. It might be a drink which contains ashwagandha, which is particularly good at helping you relax. There may be an energy benefit using turmeric. They also don't have lots of preservatives in
Okay.
them. People are more conscious about what they're putting into their bodies.
And why are people willing to pay so much for these drinks?
There's also a lifestyle shift. The
Oh.
non-alcoholic boom is really helping this section because you've got customers who don't want to drink at all sometimes, but they want a tasty beverage with their food. And so
Okay.
they're shopping this section for an adult soft drink that they can eat with.
I gotta admit, I haven't drunk these drinks before, and I'm wondering, do they really taste that good, and will they really make me feel any better? I mean,
Well, let's give them a try.
right now?
Let's do it.
All right, why not?
All right, well, number one is a probiotic soda.
Ah,
Okay, so this is packed full of billions of probiotics. It's designed to improve your gut health.
Smells nice, like a bit like lemonade. Oh, yum, that's actually really tasty.
Number two is going to help you relax. So this product has ashwagandha in it. It helps you de-stress.
It looks a bit like a beer with the foam on
Does look a
top,
bit
you know.
So you should be feeling calmer already. This one's going to wake you up. It's a caffeine-free energy drink. So it's got adaptogens, it's got nootropics.
It doesn't smell so great. Oh, yeah. Oh, entirely different. This does have a bit of a zing to it. It almost forces you to sort of wake up. I've had a sip of each for probiotics. How do I know my guts are better?
If you find that having many more probiotic drinks over a course of a period of time that you're getting ill less, then obviously that's helping. It's helping your immunity. On the calming ashwagandha drink, I mean, maybe if you start drinking those in the afternoon instead of a coffee, you sleep better. Well, the Energizer obviously is a slightly different thing, isn't it? It's a more immediate response, and so that's just going to be about you having more focus. Maybe after lunch, you're not having that
Okay.
post-lunch slump in meetings at work. You feel more energized, you
Okay.
feel more focused.
A few sips didn't make much of a difference to how I felt, so I took a closer look at what's actually in these drinks, examining 8 of them across 4 categories: gut health, stress relief, focus, and caffeine-free energy. Each of these functional drinks have 2 or 3 active ingredients that deliver on the promise of the drink. For gut health, it could have different strains of probiotics. For stress relief, it comes with things like ashwagandha and L-theanine. And if a drink promises to give you razor focus, it's because it has things like yerba mate.
So I got these charts made and I'm bringing them to a nutritionist because I want to find out more about these special ingredients.
I'd earlier given Shania Kialani the 8 selected drinks to analyze their ingredients. First, we look at probiotics.
Studies have found that probiotics can help with your immune system, how often you fall sick, as well as autoimmune diseases.
So in general, probiotics are good for us.
So that depends on the type of bacteria as well as the quantity or the amount of the bacteria. The first drink, the name of the bacteria is B. lactis. This particular type of strain can actually benefit our gut. The quantity that's going to give you the desired outcome is 1 billion CFUs to 10 billion CFUs or colony forming units for general gut health.
So I need to have at least 1 billion or more
That's correct.
of this for it to have any kind of effect on me.
That's right. What is listed in here,
Okay.
which is more than 1 billion CFUs. So we don't know how much is actually coming in.
So if I wanted to really feel any effect, I should be drinking like what, 10 of these drinks?
No, you should have at least 2 of these drinks a day, but you also need to have it for a span of 6 to 8 weeks continuously to be able to feel the benefit.
1 billion CFUs is already on the lower end of what may be needed to have an effect. And because probiotics can die off over time, by the time you drink it, there may not be enough live bacteria left to deliver the promised benefits.
Oh, so it means like every day I need to drink 2 of these drinks for 6 to 8 weeks?
That's correct.
Wow, in order for me to feel any kind of the effect of the probiotics.
The second drink has Bacillus subtilis. So if we have the right quantities, it should be able to give you the benefit, which is 1 to 10 billion CFUs. This drink is only giving you 200 million.
Wow, this is way off.
You need to have at least 5 of this a day for your 6 to 8 weeks to be able to feel any benefit.
I see. For 6 weeks. Wow. So these probiotics, if I just take 1 can each day, no effect.
It's not going to
Pretty
do
much
it.
nothing.
No.
Okay. For stress relief, we've also got 2 drinks.
Ashwagandha is one of the ingredients. So the way ashwagandha works is actually meant to reduce your stress hormone or cortisol levels and essentially just managing your stress response system.
It says 312 milligrams in 1 of these drinks. Is that enough?
That's about this much of ashwagandha extract. You need to have about 500 to 600 milligrams of ashwagandha to be able to get the benefit.
Okay.
So you're looking at having about 2 of these drinks to be able to get the desired outcome.
Okay.
The second drink has L-theanine, one of the other ingredients that's also meant to be able to help calm you.
So it says 88 milligrams.
That's correct. So once again, it is lower than what the evidence-based dosage is. It should be 200 to 400 milligrams.
Okay, so again, 2 of these drinks.
That's
about
correct.
2 of them, right? Yeah.
So next up, we've got mental focus and clarity. So a drink that had yerba mate. Now, natural caffeine is also in it, but that's coming from the yerba mate.
Okay.
And the amount of caffeine that we found is 45 milligrams, and that is actually giving that mental focus and clarity. But typically, to be able to get that mental alertness from caffeine, the desired range would be 40 to 120 milligrams. So this is very much in the lower end.
Okay.
So for someone who's used to caffeine, this may not actually give you the desired effect.
Okay.
So Steve, to be able to get the benefit, you're looking at having about 2 to 3 cans. But for someone who is not used to having any caffeine and suddenly has one of these drinks, they might be able to find that there is some benefit, but likely the benefit will be very subtle because it's at the very lower end of the evidence-based dosage. For the second drink here, it's got L-theanine, the same ingredient that we had for calmness, and we also have the caffeine-free green tea extract. So caffeine-free green tea extract does give something called your EGCG, and that's what is able to help with that mental focus and clarity.
And it says in the drink it has 50 milligrams.
That's correct.
Is that enough?
The target would be a minimum of 150 milligrams. So you're looking at having about 3 of those drinks to be able to get that benefit. So next up, we have got your caffeine-free energy drinks.
Oh, these are those drinks that give you that real buzz, right?
For the first drink, it's only giving 15 kilocalories and 2 grams of carbohydrates and 150 milligrams of paraxanthine, which is a stimulant that's similar to coffee. To be able to get that metabolic effect from the drinks, you need about 80 to 120 kilocalories coming in from 20 to 30 grams of carbohydrates. Now this drink is not giving us that much, and likely what the drink is hoping to be able to give is that buzz from that paraxanthine, but the evidence-based dosage for paraxanthine you're aiming for is at least 200 milligrams. So you're looking at having at least 2 of that. The second drink, again, is not giving you enough calories or energy. It's only giving you 12 kilocalories. So if we look at it from a traditional standpoint, you're looking at having about 7 to be able to get the energy target of 80 to 120 kilocalories.
So when we look at all these drinks, they all seem to not have enough of the key ingredient. Why don't manufacturers just put more of it in each drink?
They're probably trying to target a wider population because there are people who could have individual sensitivity to some of these key ingredients.
So they rather play it safe and have it at a very low level.
Yeah, and then some of these key ingredients are not cheap. So if you put in more, it might also affect their profit. And there's the placebo effect. So often what happens is when the drinks looks at it's going to calm you down or it's going to take your stress away, just the placebo effect itself gives you the desired outcome without actually having the right dosage.
Yeah. On the other hand, if I want to be calm and I realize that I need to drink 7 cans of that drink, is there also a side effect to having drunk so many cans?
Actually, there is. So these drinks may also have things like your artificial sweeteners like erythritol or stevia. Studies have found that even though it does not have calories, it can still increase the risk of obesity because it leaves your mind stimulated, thinking that it is still craving that sugar or that sweet food.
I see.
And then we've got citric acid and malic acid. So the thing with citric acid and malic acid is that essentially what the acid can do is that it can actually erode your bones. It can also erode your enamel in the teeth.
So I found out that while these active ingredients do have a role to play in these drinks, they're often in such low dosages in each serving. Too low to really have any effect.
So how do these drinks still deliver on their claims? I'm going to a manufacturer to find out. Paul Tan has invited me to this trendy space in the heart of Singapore. On the menu's non-alcoholic selection is this functional drink he launched just last year. He's invested around $1 million to launch the drink that promises sharper focus and mental clarity.
I understand that your drinks are supposed to help with focus and clarity, right?
Correct.
But there's only 45 milligrams of caffeine in these.
Right.
And a nutritionist has told me that actually we need quite a bit more to really get that. So why is there so little caffeine in it?
The reason we created a product that has a somewhat lower caffeine content is because we wanted to create a drink which doesn't rely just on caffeine for focus and clarity. In the health community, caffeine is now seen increasingly as a bit of a blunt tool because it doesn't actually energize you, it just numbs your adenosine.
Right.
So what we've created is a concoction that doesn't just rely on caffeine, but works with each other to provide you that sustained energy boost and a feel-good feeling without just relying on one single nootropic.
So you're saying the caffeine in the drink is not the key ingredient?
It's not the key ingredient.
Yeah, look at your ingredients list. There's peach juice, apple juice, yerba mate, mushroom powder, lion's mane.
So the stack combines of yerba mate, which is where the caffeine comes from. And then the mushroom stack is the kind of like the supplement nootropic stack.
Right.
Lion's mane is great for clarity. It's like a fertilizer. It helps to grow your nerve growth factor. So it helps you with focus and clarity.
So you're saying I should still get the same focus and clarity compared to 1 cup of coffee?
Yeah, we actually designed 1 can for that feeling.
Why don't I just buy a cup of coffee? Why would I buy your drink?
A cup of coffee, the caffeine content is somewhat high, averages around 90 to 120 milligrams of caffeine. We have about 45, right? So a cup of coffee after lunch, experts are saying it can affect your sleep, especially your deep sleep because of the half-life of caffeine. And that's why we programmed it to be a very mild dose. and rely on the entire stack to give you that pick-me-up without the downsides of a traditional caffeine product.
Has any of this been scientifically proven?
These are all actually widely studied.
Independently, but
In this combination, I wouldn't say there's been any clinical trials or anything, but that's as with most, supplements. We intend to look into that in the near future.
so I can have a few cans of these in the day and I should still be able to sleep at night.
Yeah, we actually say you limit it to 4 cans a day. Ultimately, there's still some caffeine, so you still need to watch that limit, but it's just more flexible because it's reduced in each dose. A very interesting trend nowadays is people adding mushroom tinctures to coffee. So the energy and the focus comes from everything combined.
Mushrooms have been eaten for centuries, but today's focus on plant-based diets, immunity, and natural wellness has pushed them into the superfood spotlight. In Singapore, that interest is helping turn mushrooms into a growing market. So I'm heading to a local farm to find out what makes some mushrooms valuable and whether all of them are really functional. Ryan Ong started this farm 3 years ago. He grows 9 varieties of gourmet mushrooms, including lion's mane and reishi, 2 mushrooms now commonly appearing in functional drink claims.
Oh wow, look at all these mushrooms. Like this pink oyster and this golden oyster. Do they also have health benefits?
They also have health benefits. The pink oyster mushroom has lovastatin-like compounds that are known to help regulate blood cholesterol levels and blood pressure levels.
Okay.
And the golden oyster mushroom has a mineral called ergothioneine, which is helping with anti-aging. But the reason they are not extracted is because these compounds are not unique to the mushroom. So it can also be found in other types of foods. And manufacturers and mushroom lovers that are after the medicinal mushrooms, they typically look for varieties where have unique medicinal compounds.
So when it comes to these mushrooms, in some drinks they put the powdered version, some say they have extract.
Yeah.
Which would give me the most health benefits?
If you're looking for just the health benefits, the extracts will be way better than the whole food and powdered form. Because
Why?
it's concentrated, all the active compounds are made bioavailable and in a concentrated form. So that's what our body can absorb easily.
And then when it comes to the lion's mane, how much would that give you?
That's about a kilogram of mushroom. So that will give you 100 ml. But typically, for a small bottle like this is about 30 ml of the extract.
Oh, this is
Lion's
30
mane-
ml?
This is 30 ml
Oh, so
of lion's
one
mane
of this
liquid extract.
will more than fill that bottle.
This would fill
3.
up 3 bottles.
So now the question is, how much do I really need to have those health benefits? 300 milligrams of reishi extract in one of these functional drinks, is that really enough?
Yeah, it depends on who you ask because people manufacture them in different concentration level.
Yeah.
When we talk about consuming mushroom extracts, the gold standard would be a dual extraction using both water and
Okay.
alcohol to extract it out. And in a 1-to-1 concentration ratio, I would say to consume about 1,000 milligrams daily.
So you're saying for it to have sort of any health benefit, it should be around 1,000
1,000 milligrams.
milligrams.
Yeah.
For lion's mane, the drink had 500 milligrams of lion's mane
Yeah.
extract. Is that really enough to do anything?
Again, it depends on the concentration of lion's mane extracts that's being used. But the gold standard would be dual extraction 1-to-1 extract, and that I would say 500 milligrams to 1,000 milligrams a day would be good for you to see benefits. Typically between 2 to 4 weeks, you should feel some differences.
In a way, with that one drink which says it has 500 milligrams, that's not too bad, I guess. I
Yeah.
should be able to feel something. Is there ever a worry of having too much extract? Can that be bad for me?
Yeah, definitely. There may be certain side effects from an overdose, or your body could also just be resistant to it when you've consumed such a huge amount.
Mushrooms are usually added to drinks as either extracts or powder. Now, mushroom powder is essentially a whole mushroom that is dehydrated and then ground into a powder form. Now, fresh mushrooms are roughly 90% water, meaning you'd need around 50 grams of fresh mushroom to end up with just 5 grams of powder. That's roughly a teaspoon. If you want to make an extract, well, then you take this guy here, the dried mushroom, and you use either alcohol or water or both to release the specific compound from the mushroom. And from this 5 grams of dried mushroom, you end up with about 500 milligrams of extract. That's just about a pinch.
But mushroom extracts are not something most people consume on their own. Jacqueline Coy helps make them more accessible by putting them into drinks.
So this is a double shot espresso with milk and 1000 mg of chaga.
Tastes just like a regular latte. If you didn't tell me there was mushroom in it, I wouldn't know there was mushroom in it.
And then for this one, it's cordyceps latte, and it has 2000 mg of cordyceps extract with only milk. So this is caffeine free.
Yeah, it just tastes like milk.
Yeah.
In a way, like hot milk.
And this one, they actually blend it with snow fungus. So this has 1000 mg as well.
Yeah, it just tastes like a strawberry drink with some tonic water, right?
Yeah.
I can't tell there are mushrooms in it, and actually, I end up having to pay more for this drink because there's mushrooms in it. Is this really going to do me any good?
Yeah, definitely.
How
Because
so?
mushroom itself, like different mushroom, they have different functions. There are components in the mushrooms that's beneficial to your body. For example, in chaga, there's antioxidant. It also has like polysaccharides. And cordyceps, it's for energy. It has components that increases this component in your body called ATP.
Yeah.
And ATP is like a battery cell in your body that actually enhances the oxygen utilization. Snow fungus, that's for beauty functions. And because it's in liquid extract, it's more bioavailable for the body to absorb it.
Mushrooms are no longer just something we eat in our meals. They're now turning up in ready-to-drink beverages, hot chocolate, and coffee and wellness. So what should we really expect when we pay more for them?
So the benefits that functional drinks promise is not usually something that happens overnight. I mean, you need to drink them consistently over time before noticing anything. So while functional drinks aren't miracle cures, they probably beat alcohol or a sugary drink.